What up, YouTube? It's your man RL, and we're not going to be talking boxing or hip-hop today. We got to talk about this trailer that dropped online this morning, and that is the anticipated trailer for The Man of Steel. We saw one a few months ago, and it was very vague and very, uneventful in the sense of us being anticipated to see it, besides the fact that it's a new Superman movie. But today, we saw what is to be, quite possibly, the Superman movie we've been waiting for years. We saw Superman Returns. I wasn't really feeling it, to be quite honest with you, and I'm a very, very big Superman fan, and always have been, even since, I was like 5 years old. So seeing this trailer and then reading prior, obviously when everybody found out that this movie was coming out, that Zack Snyder and Christopher Nolan were helming this movie, it was, you had to be confident. It's really a task to take on a Superman film, just like it's going to be a task to take on a Star Wars film. I mean, Superman lies on the same, it's parallel to that because of the lineage that Superman has, and really who's going to be able to outplay Superman better than Christopher Reeve. But the flip side of that is times do change, things evolve, the culture goes through a shift, and they have to make a movie that relates to the times. And Superman Returns, to me, wasn't that movie. I think it was just not the Superman that we were expecting or that we really wanted to see, especially with it being like dated after part 2. It's just, for that, just remake the movie, But this is what they've done in this movie. We've seen the trailer. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it by now. I mean, I'm not going to go through a whole description of it, maybe just little details. But obviously, Zod is in this movie. What I believe we're finally going to get with this movie is a contemporary version of Superman that is going to lead into other sequels. The possibilities are endless. I mean, the whole fact of the matter of the special effects, we always know that's going to be there, but it's really the tone of the movie that makes Superman. I mean, even the Richard Donner '78 Superman, it's a classic, and there's little camp in there, but at the same time, I mean, it had a really good story. I mean, and the way it was told, and obviously there was no Superman to follow it by, so it was the first incarnation of it. But the toughest task has been recreating such an iconic figure. I mean, Batman was done, I believe, but you have to agree, whether you're an avid Batman fan or what. I mean, like, it makes a difference. Superman is, like Richard Donner has said, is like Americana. I mean, it's something that is a part of the culture. And what Christopher Nolan did for Batman is what I believe many of us want to see done with Superman. Not so much in a dark shade, because Superman and Batman are two different characters, but there's still things about Superman that have never been explored on film, meaning Brainiac, Doomsday. Right now, we don't know technically what the plot is. I mean, we've seen in the trailer, the army's taking him, maybe seeing him as a threat. Maybe Zod comes in after, and he's trying to tell him, like, yo, these motherfuckers are gonna fuck you up. We don't know. I mean, we know the original story, but as we've seen with Kevin Costner, he's kind of trying to tell Clark, yo, like, I don't want you to expose yourself out like that, even if it's at the expense of some kids, falling in a fucking bus in a off a bridge. Nevertheless, visually, it's going to be a stunning movie. I can't see how it's not going to be. We've seen the history of Zack Snyder in, like, movies like Sucker Punch, where as far as the movie, I wasn't like overly crazy about it, but visually it was ridiculous. And the thing with Superman, at least now, I think many of us know that you're not going to get a Godfather-esque type dialogue in these movies. I mean, and that goes for all superhero movies. I mean, even the Dark Knight. You know, I think what makes these movies is the tone. You know, and from this point, man, like I mentioned, it's really contemporizing Superman. And if Zack Snyder can do that shit with the help of Christopher Nolan producing, and if this Superman can be, you know, a guy that they can make in other movies, and he'll be like our generation's Superman, then yo, that's what's up. As what Christian Bale was to Batman. Trailer's ridiculous, man. I can't even explain any more of how dope this shit is. I've seen it like about 8-9 times, sending the links throughout the Facebook and all this shit. I mean, it sounds like it's on some geek shit, man, but it's kind of, at least for me, being a fan of the actual, you know, character, I want to see, you know, new movies come out that are going to be standing the test of time beyond what we originally saw, especially the fucking bullshit in 2006. So, I'm there opening day. Let me know what you think. I think this movie's going to be the one that finally puts the whole franchise of Superman over the hump, but we shall see. So, let me know what you think about the trailer, man. Peace.